Hi guys, here is your YouTube recording. With the new year ahead of us, I thought that we would spend a little bit of time just reflecting on gratitude, taking time within ourselves to just relax and settle. And this is a really lovely class just to help you let go of stress. We'll move through a few fun movements. We'll move through a few familiar things, probably a few different things, but just a nice hour for you to release, relax, let go, and just connect with someone in your life that just brings you a little joy. So we're gonna spend a little time smiling in the class. A nice way to finish what I believe was a pretty tough year on all of us, and hopefully just invite that little bit of smile, that little bit more joy into 2022. So thanks for joining me on your mats. One class, loads of classes this year. It's coming up to 1 year being virtual, so I just want to say thank you for being my community and my family. In yoga, we use the word Sangha, so your Sangha is your family, or your yoga family. You just kind of connected, and it really, really I value it a lot, especially with my family being in Canada. It just feels like family, feels like community, feels familiar to me to be with you, whether it's on Zoom, on YouTube, or in our live classes. So with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for joining me this year in any capacity, and hopefully we can carry it on next year. And equally, no pressure with me. Just know you're always welcome to drop in and out. Yeah, I just wish you all the best with peace and love and light in your lives. As cheesy as it sounds, I think it's what we all need right now. All right, without further ado, let's get on our mats. We're gonna slowly make our way to my favorite starting point. We're gonna relax on our backs. Extend your legs, have your drinks nearby. And just begin to let those shoulders soften into the mat. Close the eyes. You're welcome to have the knees bent, or if you prefer your legs extended, please do that. It's up to you, whatever feels best. Relax the arms alongside the body, draw the shoulders down, chin down. And just join me in a few slow, deep breaths. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Lovely. In breath, take it a little slower. And exhale even slower. Lovely. Repeating those breaths, your slowest in breath that you can find. And your slowest out breath. Almost feel like you're drinking it in. All you have to do is take both inhalation, exhalation as slow as possible. And as you breathe, feel the body lift and feel the body soften. Feel the space that's filled in the in-breath and the space that softens on the out-breath. The rise and fall, the ribs and the chest, the belly. As we lie here today and just taking slow, deep breaths, as we finish our year, I just invite you to take some time to reflect on a person or people that really have made a difference to you. So whether it's the wisdom and the memory of somebody past, or somebody in your life now that's brought you a little extra joy, or really supported you this year, a friend, a partner, a child, anybody who's loved. I just want you to bring your attention to that person now. Just choose one, or if you can see a few in front of you, see if you can picture their face or even just that shape. See if you can notice the way that their eyes soften when they look at you. Begin to look at all the little grooves on their face, the way their nose sits, and eventually seeing if you can find that beautiful smile at which you've seen so many times. That smile that just brings you that little light and that joy. Just take a nice deep breath in, breathing in that kindness and breathing out. I just want you to send a little mental note today to that person or those people just to say thank you. And the person I'm imagining is someone past, but I can't tell you how many times I hear their voice. I can hear their wisdom, I can hear their lessons. And some of those moments and that wisdom has really helped me carry through the last year or two. So in this moment, just like you, take a moment to say thank you. Take a moment to reflect on those moments that have brought you that little bit of wisdom, that little bit of peacefulness. And just get lost in that space, in that person, in that time, to just feel deeply grateful. And as maybe today, as we move through this practice, we kind of let go of ourselves and we dedicate our practice to just being grateful and thankful for those people in our lives that hold us up, that keep us going. Again, still with us or past. Maybe we set a little intention today to send a little love, a little gratitude to all the people that we're all reflecting on. Because together, without that love and kindness, I think life would be even tougher. So thank you to you all for your loving kindness to me. And in this moment, I just feel gratitude that we all have those people, almost imagining from the heart, there to show us that kindness and support. And let's continue to be that person to others this year. Inhale, we're going to reach our arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, arms alongside the ears, little arch at the back. Reach arms alongside the ears, get that little arch in that lower back. Just feel like you're waking up the body. And slowly bring the hands back up and down. Exhale, good. Inhale, reach it up, arms up. Again, up alongside the ears as far as you can get them. If your shoulders are sore, just keep them higher as far as feels comfortable. And the option here is to extend both legs and point the toes as well. You don't have to, but you can feel long, feel like a tug of war. Someone's pulling the top of your hands one direction, your toes the other. You've got this lovely arch, chest open, heart open, ready for a new chapter, a new beginning. Inhale. And slowly reach those hands up and down alongside the body. And let's bring the knees back up if you took them out. Beautiful. We're going to give ourselves a little hug, little loving kindness back. A little rock side to side. Take the head side to side as well. Opposite to the knees. Just see if you can get that little bit of a stretch in the neck. 4, 3, little smile here. 2 and 1. Lovely work. Back to center. Bring the hands on the knees, big toes to touch. Let's take our circles. Let's wake up those hips. Take the knees wide and in. Good. So knees wide and back together. Try and keep those big toes touching. You've got it. Big circles. Breathing in and breathing out. For 4. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Lovely. Bringing them in. Give yourself a little hug here. Option to draw the nose in towards the knees. Give yourself a good cuddle. Maybe a little rock side to side if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Good. Keep the knees high. This time we're going to take the knees the opposite direction. So hands on the knees. Push the knees away from you. Take them wide and draw them in. Knees out and wide and draw them in. Knees out and wide and draw them in. Just trying to get those little niggles in the hips. They can be big or little. So your circles up to you. 3. Breathing in. 2. And last one, big circle, take it wide and back to center. Good. And draw your nose in towards your knees. Come into that small little ball. 3, 2, 1. I want you to bring everything down. Feet, upper body relaxes. Relax those shoulders. Good. We're going to take a few of them. So we're going to squeeze as small as we can and then drop everything down to the mat. When you're ready, inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, drop. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, drop. Just trying to fire up that core, get the whole body moving. Squeeze. And drop. Now here, as always, listen to your body. If you want to stop, you can. If you want a little push, we'll do 3 more. Inhale and squeeze. So stop when you need to, or take a little push and drop. Last one with the option to hold. Really push that lower back into the mat. Squeeze, 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 and down. Well done. Starting to feel that core wake up. My favorite little twist, bring those feet outer edges of the mat with the feet. Take them wider than hip distance. Drop your knees over towards the right. Nice work. Bring the hands onto the belly. Let's breathe here into this space. Inhale and exhale. Now you've got the option with the neck. You can either let it relax in the same direction as the knees. You can bring the head a little bit more centered and square off the shoulders. If you want a little bit more depth in your twist, you can turn your head towards the left-hand side. So knees to the right, head to the left. Breathing to the belly. Again, if that feels too much, just you choose where your head goes. There's not a right and wrong way. It just changes slightly in the stretch for you. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Breathing in. We're going to bring those knees up and we're going to drop them over towards the left-hand side this time. Good work. Again, you can look towards the knees. You can look up and square the shoulders, or you can take your head the opposite direction to the knees, whatever suits you. Just get a little extra depth in the stretch in the neck. If you look opposite, little depth of stretch in your twist. Remember, it doesn't matter where the knees are. It's just about breathing to the belly here. Especially a little holiday indulgence I definitely have. Breathing to the belly, so good. Also really great for our lower back. We've been sat a little bit more. Watching our lovely films. 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. Neck back to center. Slowly bring those knees up. We're going to take them towards the right and back to center. Just move them side to side at your own pace. Trying to get that last little stretch. Get a little stretch across the upper legs. Nice little stretch in the lower back. Well done. 4, 3, 2, you've got it, and 1. Beautiful. Back to center. Slowly wiggle the feet together. Good work. We're going to bring the feet hip distance apart. We're going to take a lovely stretch of the spine, just beginning to let go in the neck and the lower back. But listen to your body for me, please. If your back is sore, just take them all quite shallow. We're going to start with the palms down alongside the body, pushing into the mat. We begin by squeezing in the glutes. You're going to lift the pelvis, begin to lift the lower back, the middle back. The neck comes to center once you feel comfortable with what you're doing. And then maybe lift a little higher, pushing into the heels, into those feet, lifting in the pelvis. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down as slow as you can. Feel every vertebrae of the spine lining up on that mat. Nice work. Relax. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. Let it go. Lovely. Let's let go of some stress relief. Make some noise with that breath in between. Squeeze. Let's lift in the pelvis. Lift the lower back, middle back, upper back, but the neck, keep it nice and straight. Chin drawing in towards the chest. Option here to interlace the fingers underneath you. Maybe roll those shoulder blades in. Draw that chin in towards the chest as you push into the heels. Quite a strong neck stretch. Great for the spine. Little wake up here. Lovely work in the back. 3, 2, and 1. Great. If you took that little interlacing of the fingers, unravel and slowly come down again. Try and feel every vertebrae of the spine as it melts down to the floor. Lovely. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely work. Breathing in. And as we exhale, one last lift. So you choose where you want to be. If you happen to have wheel in your practice, you're welcome to do that. But anyways, take it as you need it. So chin draws in, maybe lift up. I'm going to give you a last variation. Either option is to stay. Option 2, come down out of it. Take a few breaths. Option 3 is lift the heels. come to the balls of the feet and drop the heels. Lift that pelvis up, lift the heels and drop. Again, you don't have to take it, come out of it if it feels too much. Otherwise, keep breathing. 3, for 2, and 1. Well done. Slowly bring the heels down, unravel those shoulders, and bring the body down, spine to the mat. Well done. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Absolutely brilliant. From here, we're going to bend those knees. Good. We're going to lift the feet and we're going to kick towards the ceiling. I want you to imagine there's a big dark cloud. If there's anything holding you back as we move into this next year, 2022, just kick it away. Anything negative, anything you want to let go of, just physically go for it. When you're ready, little kick into big kicks. Go, 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 go. Let it go. 4. Don't forget to breathe. In. 2. And 1. Kick both legs up. Bend the knees. Well done. Bring it down. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Good job. Again, one last time. Bend those knees. Let it go. If you need to shout any screams, let it go. This is your time. 4. Good work. 3. Keep going. Kick, kick, kick. Let it go. 2. And 1. Straighten those legs and slowly, slowly bring them down and give yourself a hug. Take that lovely side to side rock. Maybe move the head opposite directions to the knees. Inhale and exhale. Well done. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work, guys. Back to center. Slowly bring the feet down onto the mat. We're going to roll over towards the right hand side. Just a little bit of time in this fetal position. Take a breath in. And slowly exhale. Then push yourself up. Nice tall seated position for us. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Any little adjustments you need to make? Well done. Nice little start. Well done, everyone. Good work. So we're going to extend this left leg. We're going to draw the right leg in if that feels comfortable. If it doesn't, just take it a little further through. Otherwise, we want the ball of that foot kind of coming onto that inner thigh of that left leg. Now, if the inner thigh on the left side feels really tight, then just bring it slightly more in towards the midline. If you have the room and you want a little extra stretch here, just take the foot a little bit wider. We don't want to be leaning one direction. We want to have the body nice and tall and centered. Draw those shoulders back, chest lifted. Well done. Option to bring the hands behind you. You can push the palms into the mat, lift the chest, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Option to stay here. So if this feels quite strong in a stretch, great. You've got an option here. You can either have the foot flexed on that left side or you can have the toes relaxed. Flex will make it a little bit more dynamic in that inner thigh. Option to stay. So if that feels strong, you stick. Option 2 is to bring the fingertips forward, draw the shoulders down. Now I want you to imagine I'm drawing your chest forward. So you're walking the fingertips forward, but feel like you're leading with the chest, that head staying lifted, chest, chest, chest. And when you feel that kind of edge of your stretch, stay and just let the whole of the upper body just relax down. If the forehead makes it to the floor, let it. Otherwise, you can bring the hands into fists, stack them on top, and let your forehead rest on top of that stack of fists. If you're really, really flexy, you can let the whole body melt down towards the floor. Forehead on the mat as well. Equally, if the forward fold is too much, just come back, lift in the chest, flex that foot. Breathe wherever you are. Remember, it doesn't matter what your pose looks like. Yoga isn't about looking perfect in a pose. It's about connecting with yourself, your body, time out to breathe, asking yourself what you need. And today, in our case, connecting with a little bit of gratitude, connecting with those who have made an impact on us. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. 1. Beautiful. Slowly bring that body back up nice and tall. If the hands are behind you, bring them forward for me. Nice work. Good. We're going to take a little bit of a twist. We're going to bring that right hand on the outside for the right leg. We're going to reach our arm up. One of my favorite movements, we just reach up, reach towards the knee that's bent on the right hand side. Reach up towards the ceiling. Good. Then I want you to draw the thumb back and lift and twist the chest up towards the ceiling. So you get this lovely openness, almost a stretch across the armpits. And then what we're going to do is reach for those toes. Good. Swoop that left arm across. Reach as far as you can over towards the right side. Lift it back up. Maybe reach that thumb back. Inhale and reach towards those toes as far as you can. And back across. One more for our third one. Lovely reach. You're just trying to feel the body. What feels good to you? What feels like it needs a little extra stretch? Rocking it back, thumb back, chest back, head up, heart open, and reaching towards those toes. This time just coming back to a nice tall center position. Great. I think you know where we're going this time. So if your mat is on a hard surface, I'm going to invite you to just make sure that your right knee is on a really soft surface. So whether it needs to be on your mat, that's all, so that you've got a little extra padding. So option here, if you want to stay on the floor, you can reach up and lift back and just hold this position where we sat seated. But instead of having the shoulders up, drop them down, maybe a little smile, and reach that thumb back. So option one, stay on the floor. Option two, I think most of you know where we're headed. You can lift up onto that right knee and lift up and reach that arm back. So if you want to join us, we inhale, we reach forward, you shift the weight up, you lift up in the pelvis. Good. Reach that hand up if you want. You can stay a little bit. You can push the pelvis a lot, or you can really arch that back. Drop the head back if you like. Thumb rocks back. If it's too much, come back down onto the mat. Do option one. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the body down. Back to a nice tall seated position. Let's roll the shoulders up and drop the shoulders back. Well done. Good work. One more time. Reaching, staying on the floor or lifting. Everybody reach up and open that chest. Maybe drop the head. Let that pelvis draw forward. Lovely. Heart open. It's a variation of wild things. Should feel really nice. Lovely whole body stretch. Letting go of any stress and tension in the body. Slowly bring it down. Come back to center. Deep breath in. And out. Roll the shoulders up and back. Well done, everyone. Good. Our final sequence in this position, we're going to turn our body. We want to face that leg that's extended. So left leg, you want to try and square the chest off so it's roughly facing that knee. Good. We're going to take that right hand, and your option is to either leave it resting on top of the thigh, and we're going to lean forward, or you can reach as far as possible. So we're crossing that right hand over towards the left-hand side of the left leg, and you're reaching maybe towards that left ankle, or maybe grabbing the outer edge of that foot. The stretch comes all across that right side body into the armpit, and let the body just relax down. So again, it might look like this, just a little bit of a relax and a chin draws down, the body's lifted, or it might be a little further or a little further. All right, take it as you need it. If you're much higher lifted, no worries. Just breathe through. Feel like you're breathing into that left side rib or into the armpit. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back up, back to center position. Well done. Lovely little stretch, lovely little stress reliever. Trying to let go of all of that kind of tension held, just sat a little bit more than usual. Let's bring the feet together into Badakanasana, our butterfly pose. It's fine if your hips are tight, just bring the feet in as far as feels comfortable. There's no rules here. If your hips are tight, the knees might be higher. If you're a little bit more open, they might drop a little. Now I invite you just to grab your toes and just begin to draw the knees up and let them drop as far as you can. Good. Inhale, squeeze up, exhale, little smile. Well done. Squeezing up and down. Love the little movement here. Squeeze and drop. 3, 2, actually feel like you look like a little butterfly ready to take off. 2, Last one, let the knees drop as far as feels comfortable. Now, if you notice that your back is really arching, this feels really uncomfortable, bring the hands behind you, push the palms into the mat and lift the chest. This is the perfect place to be if your hips are tighter. If you're a little bit more open and the knees drop down, you're welcome to fold the body forward. You can have the arms forward. You can be on the forearms and bring the hands into fists like we did earlier. Totally up to you. 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you are, slowly bring the body back to nice and tall, centered position. If the hands are behind you, lift them up and back. Good, we're gonna use the hands, help yourself, bring your knees together. This time we're gonna extend in that right leg. Left, bottom of that left foot comes into that right thigh. See how it feels? Each side often feels different, right? So see what suits you. Again, if the inner thigh feels tight, bring that foot a little bit more into the midline. This foot can be wherever feels comfortable, okay? If it feels like you can get a little more out of the stretch, just extend that leg a little further out. Then take a little drink. I feel really thirsty. I think it's because I've been eating saltier foods. Not much else to do but indulge, is there? Sitting nice and tall. Again, through the whole of this practice, you're welcome to either have the foot flexed or the toes can be relaxed. Depends on what feels best. Good, chest lifted if this feels quite strong. Let's bring the hands behind us. We're gonna push into the palms, lifting in the chest. Chest sticks out, heart open, chest open. Feeling that stretch, maybe trying to get that flex in those right toes. Good, inhale and exhale. Option to stay or option 2, bring the fingertips forward. You can walk the fingertips forward a little bit, lead with the chest, and when you feel the stretch, just let the body naturally arch. So it could be a little higher like this. It can be a little further forward. You might come onto those elbows, maybe stack those fists, relax the forehead there. You've got that openness, you might lay the body down onto the floor. Again, it's absolutely fine to stay here, nice and lifted. You choose. Whatever you're doing, it's all about taking slow, deep breaths. Just sending a little message to that space that's so tight in those inner thighs to release. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Inhale. Little smile. And exhale. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up. Again, foot flexed or it can be more relaxed. Beautiful. Let's take those lovely circles with the body. We're going to reach across. This time it's going to be that right hand reaches across towards the left knee. You're going to reach as far as you can and then lift the body up. Good. From here, take that thumb, drop back, open the chest up. Maybe look towards that ceiling. As you draw that thumb back, you get that lovely stretch and opening in the chest and that armpit. Good. Inhale, reaching towards those toes on the right side. You get a little stretch in that side body. Good. See how you feel. Inhale, reach it across and lift it up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, reach, little smile. Good. Feeling that body reaching as far, big or little movements. Always listen to your body. It can be very small or the movement could be bigger. Always know the options there. Reach towards those toes. And coming back to center. You've got it. All right, from here we're going to take the option to lift up onto that left knee. So if you're on a harder surface, make sure that your left knee is on a mat. All right, again, option 1, staying seated. You can lift the arm up, draw that thumb back and just twist. Relaxing, maybe dropping the head back. That's a perfect place to be. And then swoop, come back to center. You don't have to lift up. If you'd like to take the lift, inhale, join us, lifting up, shift the weight onto that front knee, lifting up in the pelvis, push the pelvis forward, maybe reach that hand up, it can be a little bit. If you have the range of motion, drop the head back, 3, 2, and 1, slowly coming back down to the mat. You've got it. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, and drop the shoulders down. Feeling good. Inhale, 1 more. Option to reach across. Maybe lift up. Maybe stay on the floor. You choose. If you're reaching up, maybe work that pelvis forward. Find that lovely arch of the spine, lovely heart open, chest open. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing it down. Good. Roll your shoulders. Inhale. And drop it down. Well done. And here's our last bit. We're going to take that lovely little side stretch. So again, we're going to turn the body so that our chest is facing that right knee. The left hand's going to come across. So you can get that right hand on the right side of the right leg. That's what we're looking for. So the outside of the leg. So from here you can stay lifted and just let the back arch a little. You get a nice stretch here, chin draws down. You're looking for that stretch all across the side body on the left hand side. If you've got a little more range of motion, you can reach towards the ankle, let the chin drop down. Feel that stretch. Or furthermore, you can grab the outer edge of the outside of that foot and maybe draw the chest forward and let everything sink down. Whatever you do, just breathe into that side body. If it feels too strong, go back a stage. There's no law here. You just have to find what works for you. For me, this one feels really great all across that lower back, side body, that little extra depth of twist. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the body back up. Nice and tall. Great. Now instead of taking Badakanasana or butterfly, we're going to move into a seated twist. So I want you to bend that right knee. What we're going to do is bring the foot back behind us if that feels okay. And you're going to bring the foot behind. And then you want this left foot is going to rest on top of that right thigh. Good, we're going to bring the body and twist as far as you can. Maybe bring that right hand over towards that left hand side. Across, and we're going to twist. I want you to really shift that right hip forward. Twist the body. Inhale and exhale. Now option 1 is to stay here and lifted, just breathing in, feeling that stretch. Option 2 is actually to take a little bit of a fold down. So you can fold the body down. You can come onto the forearms. Or you can really let everything soften down onto the mat. Just breathe here if you like, or stay a little higher. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3. Again, a really nice reset for that lower back. Lovely breath to belly, getting our digestive system going. Good. Slowly coming back up. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Use your right hand to help you lifting in that knee. Good. We're going to bring the feet back to center and take the other side. So that means we drop the right knee out. We're going to bring that left foot back. Good. And bring the knee down. This right foot rests on top of that left thigh. Good. And then we turn the body. We're going to twist. That left hand comes across. We draw forward in that left hip. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Great work. So option here is to stay. Option 2 is to come down onto the elbows. Just rest. Or option 3 is to take a full fold. Inhale and exhale. Again, really lovely. Want to target that breath to belly. Lovely little reset in that lower back. Relax the forehead. Take slow, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slowly come back up. Everybody back to center. Let's lift that left leg. Good. Come to a nice seated cross-legged position. You've got it. Good. Let's take a few shoulder rolls. Inhale, roll it back and up. Good. Squeeze. If you want to include the movement in the whole body, you can. You can start taking seated cat and cows. Maybe let that back arch, shoulders draw in. Maybe lift up, draw it back. Totally up to you. If you just want to take slow, small circles, you can too. It depends on where your pain threshold is, where you're feeling it today. 3. Good work. 2. Lovely. And 1. Big circles. Good. Let's come back to a nice tall seated position. What we're gonna do is make our way to tabletop. Grab a drink in between if you like. So you can either, option one is to you lean forward and you come to the knees and bring the feet back. Or if that feels too much, come out of it, feet to the side, and slowly make your way to tabletop position. Just gonna take a quick drink here for you. Cheers, well done. So from here, we're gonna do a little bit of a sequence. Nothing too crazy. And then we're gonna move into standing, and we've got a lovely sequence in our goddess pose today. Right, come down so that the hands are nice and wide, shoulders in line with the wrists. Draw in from the center of the body. Good. We're gonna keep the knees hip distance apart, and we're gonna shift the weight back into our child's pose. Arms extended though this time rather than bent. Where the shoulders wanna roll in towards each other, roll them away and down. Relax the neck and head. Fingers are wide, feel like they're active. And breathe, inhale. And exhale. Remember, if your child's pose doesn't look like this, that's okay. Inhale, peel the body up into cat pose. Push the pelvis forward, draw the chin down. Work the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, find your cow pose, looking up. Again, shoulders don't want to be creeping up, drop them down. Let that belly soften, look forward. Good, well done. Inhale. And as we exhale, sink down into your child's pose. Be active about it. Good. From here, I'm going to give you time to work in your own way. I'm going to ask you to move between the 3 poses for 8 counts. Once you feel comfortable, just close the eyes. But whenever you're ready, peel the body up into cat. And then move back into your cow pose. And then find your child's pose. If one pose feels really good, stay there a little longer. If you want to move quick or slow, just listen to what your body needs today. There's no doing it wrong. 8. Breathe. 7. See, you can throw a little smile in there somewhere. See how good that feels. 6. Don't forget that deep breath. Don't worry if it's not quite in the perfect spot. As long as the breath is coming and going, that's all that matters. 4, 3. Well done. 2. When you're finished, I'm gonna invite you just to meet me in a nice tabletop position. So next cow pose, no rush. Just find that lovely tabletop. Good. Inhale. And as we exhale, tuck those toes. Good. Inhale, arch the back into cat. We're gonna lift the knees and shift the weight back into downward dog. So bend those knees, keep the fingers nice and wide, and when you're ready, walk those heels. Draw in from the center of the body. Maybe a little swing of those hips, get into the backs of those legs for 4. Good work. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's look forward between the thumbs. Lean forward slightly. Take a step or a hop, whatever feels best to you. Let the body hang. So you want your belly resting on the tops of the legs. Let the body hanging down. Ooh, a little itch on my nose. Grab opposite elbows. Let those knees bend and a little rock side to side. Inhale. And exhale. Love a little twist here. Allow the body to swing. Again, lovely stretch in that side body. Back to center. 3. Breathing. 2 and 1. From here, I'm going to ask you just to walk the hands up the body so you're halfway. Not quite a halfway lift, just halfway, looking down in case you have any dizziness. Deep breath in. And exhale. And then when you're ready, walk the body back up as slow as you can to a nice standing position. Well done, everyone. Roll the shoulders up and back. Beautiful work. From here, if there's any adjustments you need to make to your mat or to your screens, we're going to take the feet nice and wide. We're going to find our goddess pose. So some of the work we've done before, some of it will be a little bit different. We're just going to do a nice sequence here. Some of it will be a little bit more powerful. You might get a little extra heat, a little extra challenge. You take it as you need it, as always. So step back if you need to step back, or push if you want to feel it a little more. We're going to start with our sunflowers and our moonflower. So you know this one. Arms come up. We reach hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale. Bend those knees. and bend those elbows. Now do a little test here. If your knees are not roughly in line with your ankles, then bring them wider. So it wants to be a nice wide stance. So come back up. I'll just show you. Bring the hands back onto the hips. If you know that your legs are in the right position, great. But what I want to show you is if your feet are closer and you bend, you're going to get this diagonal with the legs. It puts a lot more pressure on the ankles and actually is working the muscles and a lot more pressure on the knees. So again, it's actually easier and a lot less pressure on those joints, on the ankles and the knees if we come wider. All right? Whenever you're ready, inhale, arms up. Again, cactus arms. So we want the chest lifted here, shoulders drawing down, and your core drawing in. Good, palms nice and wide. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, sink. Give yourself a little hug. Nice work. Sink into those knees. Inhale, reach it up. Find your cactus. Nice work. Little smile here. Inhale, reach. Good. Option to stay lifted as you give yourself a hug, or you can work to stick the tailbone out, work forward. Chest comes forward, hug stays, and you let the head soften down. See if you can hold that balance. Inhale, squeeze into those inner thighs. Use your core to lift back up. Good. Inhale. Let's keep it flowing. Cactus. Inhale, reach. Beautiful bend, little hug. Option to stay lifted or sink forward. Drop it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, reach up. A little sink, little hug. Little smile as you go. 3, lovely work in the hips. 2, coming all the way up, palms together to heart center. Good. So notice if the heart rate's gone a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to have the hands onto the hips now. We're going to take little pulses. So we're going to bend into those knees and you're going to stay low and pulse. If that feels too much, just straighten the legs. When you're ready, come back down. So option 1 is bend and straighten like this. Option 2, sink and take little deep pulses for 3. Breathing in and out. 2. Nice work. And 1. Squeeze the inner thighs and straighten. Good. Take a breath in, roll the shoulders up. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Any noises are absolutely fine. Good. Let's take those pulses again, or again, come straight all the way up and down when you're ready. All right. Inhale. Exhale, a little sink. And keep the pulse or do your own thing. Ready for 5. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders dropped, little smile. 4. Breathing. 3. Feeling strong. 2. Well done. Lovely smile. Squeeze those inner thighs and straighten. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale. Good. So our next one, we're gonna push a little further. Anytime you want, come straight up to standing. Take a big shoulder roll. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Otherwise, we're gonna lift our heel and we're gonna pulse, switch sides. This will be our one little power hit, all right? Don't have to take it, but it's there if you like. Hands on the hips, inhale. Exhale, little bend. So we're gonna start with a pulse. Then I want you to see if you can find your balance lifting that right heel. So we lift, push into the toes, sink. 5. Breathe. 4. 3. Draw in from your core. 2. Little smile. Drop the heel. 1. Lifting in that left ankle if you want, or leave it out, or come out of it. 5. Feel that power. 4. Breathe everyone in. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the heel. Squeeze. Woo! I don't know if you felt that, but definitely did. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale through the mouth. And let it go. Good job. Little bend in the knees. Hands come and rest here. We're going to drop that right shoulder forward. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. You want to push that right hand into the knee. Get a little extra depth in the hips. Inhale back to center. And exhale, drop the other shoulder. And look up. 3, 2, And one, back to center, squeeze and come back up. Good, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Lovely work. And our last bit of working, goddess, inhale, little bend to the knees. We're gonna flip that right palm up, left arm comes up alongside the ear. Option to stay here, or we can reach and take a little side bend. Drop those shoulders down and come back to center, both arms out. Left hand down, maybe a little reach. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and squeeze. Well done, everyone. Let's turn the toes to face inward. Make sure you've got a little balance. Just a forward fold here. Inhale. And exhale, leaning forward, work the tailbone away from you. Draw the chin down. Let the body just naturally arch down. Option to bring the fingertips or the palms to the floor if that feels okay, and just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let the chin relax. Maybe take the head a little bit side to side. Inhale and exhale. 3. Little inversion, great for our blood flow. Nice work, everyone. And slowly come halfway up here. Bring the hands onto the hips, flat back. If you feel any dizziness, just take a minute and then slowly squeeze into those inner thighs coming up. Great work. Wiggle the heels or take a little hop in. Little shake out. I think we all deserve a drink there. Well done. That was quite a good one. Really nice work in the hips. Nice to get that power in the thighs. You'll feel a little in the glutes. And cheers. All right. Time is flying. We're just gonna do a few little balances and then take ourselves down for a nice cool down. When you're ready, remember you can use the wall or a chair if you need them, anything at all that supports you. We're just gonna take the feet hip distance. You're gonna lift that left foot and you can bring either the toes on the floor, relax the shoulders down, little micro bend in that standing leg. You can lift that left knee. Your option to use both hands on the outside of the knee to lift that knee up, or you can grab the inner crease. Just see, with the chest lifted, shoulders drawing down, can you get a little balance here? Breath steady. Inhale and exhale. Maybe point those left toes. If you feel steady and you want to see what it feels like, maybe see if you can shift the balance into that left hand. So left knee, left hand. Take the right hand away, maybe reach the right hand out. Maybe even see if the balance is there to take that right knee out. Again, you can hold the wall, drop the shoulders down in from your core. Maybe even take your gaze towards that right hand. You can reach it up if you like. Point your finger and thumb together. Maybe keep pointing that left toes. These foot can be on the floor as well. All good. 3, 2, and 1. Knee in, hand on hip, and down. Well done. Roll both ankles for us. Nice, slow, deep breath. Try not to hold the breath. Nice work, everyone. Good. Feet hip distance. Inhale. Roll the shoulders up, drop them back. Draw in from your core. Good. Little bend into the knees. Slightly shift the weight over. This time you can either bring the toes to the floor. Like I said on the floor, if we take the knee out and it feels better to have it on the floor, just take the toes out and use your hands on your, that's absolutely fine. If you want to play with it, balance, wall, chair, or see if you can do it freestanding. Lift the leg. Again, option to reach. You can bring the hands on the outer part of the knee or in the crease of the knee. You don't want the upper body to collapse. You want to draw the shoulders back, chest lifted, knee comes up. Maybe pointing in those right toes. Inhale and exhale. Nice, slow and steady. Relax the forehead, the face. Just find a nice steady place here. Lifting tall in the chest. Great. Maybe see if you can play with your balance. So right hand, right knee. Maybe just reach out with that left hand or up. Point your finger and thumb together maybe. Chest lifts. That could be enough today. Or see if you can play with opening that knee. A little bit of work in the hips to get there today. Maybe see if the balance is there to look either up or towards the left. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. Bring that knee back and bring it down. Nice work. Little shake out. Take the knees nice and wide. We've done lots of work, kind of hips and glutes there. Just big circles as if you're taking big steps. Walk forward even a little bit. Walking back a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. So from here, we're going to take a Yogi Squat. It's called Malasana. You want the feet just a little wider than hip distance. What we're going to do is bend the knees, almost like you're doing a dancer's plie. So we bend the knees, we're going to lift the heels and come down, almost like a little frog. If your knees are really tight, you can just stay lifted here. Just a little bend is fine. So don't take it super deep and push too hard in the quads. So option 1 is from here. You can look up and twist. Or option 2 is to try your Yogi Squat. So notice here, option 1 is to have the heels lifted. Option 2 is a little harder, but you might have the ability to sink down, kind of see what suits you onto those heels. Most important thing here is just keep the chest lifted. If you're standing and your knees are bent, come out of it and then just bend the knees in a second. So when you're ready, we're gonna take just a little twist. So the right hand reaches across, almost as if you're extending that arm. It's resting across that leg. And we're gonna reach up and twist up. Again, you can do this from standing, left arm up. Lovely little twist in the back, good work in the hips. I think that it translates Malasana to wreath pose. So yeah, coming back to center. This time we're gonna take that left hand forward. We're gonna extend it out. We're gonna lift it up. Good. If you're standing and it feels too much, straighten the legs, come back out. And go back in when you're ready. Coming back to center. Straighten the legs if you're a little higher, and if you're deeper, bring the palms together. This time we're gonna push the elbows into the knees and lift into the chest. Just get that lovely openness in the hips. 3, 2, heart open, chest open, 1. Good. If you're standing, slowly bend the knees, come down to seated, and everybody in Malasana, just lean back. You've got it, and we're gonna come to a nice seated position. You can have the legs crossed. If there's anybody here who wants to work towards lotus pose, lotus pose is when you take a deeper cross-legged position. So don't worry if it's not for you, but I will show you. You may take one foot, potentially I've got my left foot, and what you're trying to do is bring that foot into the crease of the hip. So the toes go there, and then you let that knee rest. So this would be like half of a lotus. To finish the lotus would be to bring that right foot out, you cross it up and over, and you bring the foot into that hip crease. So that is your lotus pose. Don't feel like you have to be there, but that's the lotus pose. And eventually, if you want, you can kind of take a little lift and balance it in different ways. But I actually find it quite strong on my ankles. I'm gonna come out of that, but it's just there. If there's anybody in the class that feels that that's a place they wanna go, that's a place for you to think about. All right, so we're just gonna come to seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you. Half Malasana, cross-legged, no cross-leggedness if that feels strange. And just join me for a few deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more, in and exhale. Lovely, good. We're gonna take that ear to shoulder, close the eyes. Got the option to take that left hand, walk it out. Maybe bring the palm to face down and lift it up. And get that lovely stretch all the way along the arm into the neck, eyes closed. Breathing in and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. Slowly bring that hand back. If you took that option, head comes back to center. Inhale and exhale. Let's take the ear to shoulder, close the eyes. 3. Maybe take the arm out. 2 and 1. Find that stretch and breathe. Really tight on this side. So I'm going to take my hand in, but you take what suits you. Inhale. And exhale. Relax the forehead. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to draw the chin down towards the chest. Relax the shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, head comes back to center. Lovely. From here, I'm just going to come a little closer. We're going to take a little bit of a face massage together. So I want you to bring your pointer finger. And I sometimes like to use my middle finger as well. We're going to bring the fingertips just in between the eyebrows. And I just want you to trace the eyebrows, but put a little pressure there. And you can close the eyes if you like. Just push and follow the eyebrows. You can't quite get it wrong, so don't worry. You want to then explore moving a little further up into the head and drawing down into the temples. Just see as if you're kind of pushing into those places where you might have a headache, congestion. Good. And then next time when you make that half circle, when you get to your temples, take a few circles here. Again, don't be afraid to push and trying to let go of tension and stress. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. And let it go. Good. Let's do another one. So come in between the eyebrows. Take that half circle as far as you can until you get to the temples. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. The next thing we're going to do is, if you're like me, I always have sinus pain this time of year. Just really congested. So we're going to take the hands underneath into that sinus. Just following the cheekbone. Pushing into that inner part of the nose. 3, 2, just releasing stress and tension. And 1 little smile here at the end. Good. And then here you can also just move the hands down the jaw. Just a little reminder to relax. Separate the teeth. Good. And bring the hands down. Inhale. And exhale. Just notice if you feel anything different in that movement in the face. Your last movement today is just to separate the teeth and move that jaw in a few different directions. That looks silly, doesn't it? But that's actually really important, because all of our tension we hold in our jaw is connected with our neck and shoulder pain and so on. So really try, if there's one thing you do in your day, try and unclench those teeth. Relax, especially as you're kind of doing work or busy thinking. Just try and soften in that space. Move the jaw a little bit more, and that will help you just find that lovely little space of calm. And when you're ready, guys, takes us to our Shavasana. So I invite you just to make your way all the way down to your mat. You can lie down on the floor, whatever feels best for you. Lay on the sofa, grab yourself a nice cozy blanket. If you've got an eye pillow, you can use it. And I'll take you through a lovely little relaxation. All right, whenever you're ready, get yourselves there. Get yourself to that lovely cozy space. Breathing in and breathing out. I invite you just to relax the forehead. Relax the creases alongside the eyes. Allow the eyelids to soften, and let any last little drop of movement kind of get those niggles and wiggles. Let them go. Good work. Allow the breath to go back to its natural pattern. Let yourself soften and settle. And well done for moving and stretching, breathing, and taking time out for you. And I'm going to invite you just to take time to come back to that person or those people that we were thinking about at the start of the class. And this is just a little mindfulness technique. I'm going to read from a little book today, and it's something that you can take with you at any point if you're just feeling a little low, or before bed you can't turn your brain off. This is it's called Smile Throughout Your Body. If you are feeling a little low, try this healing smile meditation. Bring your mind to someone or something that makes you smile or laugh. Your best friend, your pet, or your partner, for example. Take a moment to picture them, picture those moments, those memories that made you smile. Almost imagine you could feel the giggles between you. You could feel the joy experienced. Soak in the warm feeling you get when you think about them. And then I invite you to let the corners of your mouth curl up into a gentle smile. Let this smile gather joy and energy and breathe these good feelings into your heart. Inhaling and exhaling. On each out breath, I want you to direct this warm, happy glow around your body. Let this happiness and joy that you obtain from these people travel to all of your organs, sending light to your lungs. Inhale. Sending light and warmth and joy to your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your digestive system. Smile into each of them. Smile and let this loving energy travel along your limbs, along your arms, your hands, your legs, and feet. Keep visualizing what makes you feel deeply happy, or who. Breathe it into your heart and keep radiating this happiness out around your body. This is a simple practice or a healing smile meditation that you can try anytime you might be having a rough patch, a bad day, an anxious moment, a wobbly night. Whatever it is, take time just to draw upon your happy places, your happy people, the things that bring you joy. Close your eyes and send that warmth and light throughout the body for healing and for happiness. I wish you a beautiful rest of your festive season. Happy New Year. When you're using this YouTube clip, and otherwise, I just wish you a lovely, lovely day or week ahead. Namaste. Lots of love in my thoughts, in my words, and in my heart. I wish you all the best moving forward. Take care. Bye.